if a guy's high, you don't know what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Or
try to duct tape you?
oh yeah. And another girl was coming in. He had extra girls. Like he was paying a lot of girls, but you had to make it through the night. I didn't make it through the night. I took off. I got scared. I was like fucking terrified. But I went back the next day and I did makeup painting.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the W Number. I am doing a little trial run on a potential co-host. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. She's a cool chick. She's been in jail a bunch of times. She's got a little recovery background. She's from South Boston. I'll let her introduce herself a little more in a couple of seconds. I want to read a little verse to start this week off right. And, it's good to have some God in your life, especially at the beginning of the week, right? So, everything is pure to those whose hearts are pure, but nothing is pure to those who are corrupt and unbelieving, because their minds and consciences are corrupted. Such people claim they know God, but deny him by the way they live. Shit's mad true, bro, right? I love that verse right there, because it's so, for me, like, I'm just myself in every sense of the word, so it's like, I feel true to myself and true, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, those words just hit me. But I went to Six Flags this weekend. You said your daughter went to Six Flags?
No, my two sons went to Six Flags, and my nephew was my school.
Okay, cool. I took a little video from when I went there. It's actually my kid's mother filmed it, but I'm gonna play it real quick because it's actually fun. Hold up.
Women, please make sure they're safe.
Watch
Thank
this.
you.
This is the Scream ride. Have you ever been to Six Flags?
I haven't been in a long time, but I can't even do a carnival ride, so this is gonna make me sick.
Yo, I was not prepared for this. I was in line and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be all right. Like, whatever. I wasn't even afraid. Nothing. Watch. As soon as this thing shot up, I was like, what the fuck did I get myself into? This shit was so crazy. Watch.
He's gonna push it tight. I like him.
Yep. He'll do it, baby. He'll do it.
Nice try.
Ready?
Like that?
Yeah.
Jen looks fucking horrified.
Oh, I'm
Never ready.
There's no choice of feet on the run.
You're so little. You must have a lot of movement room.
We've done them off the floor.
Nothing's coming.
Taking everybody's shoulders changed.
I'm already here. Hey, Papa.
You know what's crazy is I never even really rode a roller coaster as a grown adult. This is like the first
I
time.
said I'm never doing it again, ever. Oh, but what's up and down?
Dude, my stomach was in my
Yeah,
ears.
it's
Dude.
horrible.
I loved it.
Hold on, baby.
I loved it. This shit was a blast. It sucked because the whole time I was at Six Flags, right? I got the water. We got there in time for the water park. I hit one of the water rides, and then we got in line for the Superman. We got in line for all these. Every single time we got close to getting up to the ride, they said, "Oh, there's something wrong with the ride." They had to like. I was like, "Are you fucking shitting me?" I waited in line for like an hour and a half just for no reason.
You might pass out.
Yeah.
Watch this. That right there set me to. I was like, "Oh shit!"
I just did that.
Huh?
No.
Dude, that was fun. I loved it. At first, I was like, "Hell no!" I didn't know what I got myself
though,
into.
right? No dizzy? No dizzy?
Nah, I wasn't dizzy. I just got an
I
adrenaline
might be
rush.
able to do this.
Yeah. You just go way up. And when I was up at the top right there, I had like closed my eyes because I was so scared. I'm like, oh shit. I opened my eyes and I just looked out for a couple of seconds and it's beautiful. It's like a mile in the air. And they let you sit there for a second and then just
Have you
drop.
skydived?
No, I never skydived. I haven't done anything like that.
I want to go again.
I would love to. Look at it. It goes up and down like that. But look at my leg. See my leg? It's like sticking out. I was fucking shaking my leg out in the air. I was so shook.
How long did it last?
it seemed like it took forever, but it was only a few seconds. It looked like.
Oh my god.
That's my friend. That's my friend Jen and her kid, and my kid's mother was just sitting there watching this shit.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, I went on a carnival at the Easton Fair couple weeks ago, and I threw up in front of everybody after the ride on the side, and then I got my head stuck in the trash barrel, and my kid's like walking away from me, like, get out of here. I'm like, I'm never going on a ride again. I threw up last time. Fuck that.
Damn, huh? Did you throw up while you were on the ride?
No, right afterwards. It was the
Oh, okay.
spinny. It was one of those spinny. You feel like you're gonna die at the carnival rides, and I'm like, why did I do that to myself? So no,
I'm thinking the fucking puke came out of your mouth and like
no,
splash.
no, no. And this week I went to Little Wayne and
Oh.
Katy Perry.
Damn, how was that?
Little Wayne was awesome. It's the second time I've seen him, and then Katy Perry, I didn't really even want to go, but I did, and I liked it. Not gonna lie,
That's
she was
awesome.
good. It was good. Yeah.
I've
I had a
never
beach
been to a
day.
concert. That's my
Never?
next experience. Nope.
You've never been to a concert? Oh my god, they're so fun. They're
I
so
got locked
fun.
up. Yeah, I got locked up when I was 13, went to DYS for most of my teenage years. If I wasn't on the run, I was in there. Then I got out like 16 and a half, and I went on the run again. And I just, I never even signed out my DYS commitment or anything like that.
Yeah, you know about that stuff because I got a kid on the run right now.
Oh, you really?
I have a 16-year-old girl. Her mother's a heroin addict. I sectioned the mother. She did 60 days. This is how I'm in. Like, so right now I got the kid off the run. She went and checked in, but I don't know what to do with her because we don't know what to do with her. But I've been taking care. I got her a job, a scooter, and took her vape away.
Mm.
Okay. But I don't know about I went to DCF when I was little too, but not like it was like for like the 17 to 18. Like they got me for a year. You know,
Right.
in and out, but not like bad. Like I always got out.
So
But yeah,
let me ask you about your childhood and your experience with the law and shit like that. How did it start? What happened?
I was fighting with my dad, and I called the cops at 15, and I was all done. I was in the system ever since then. He had me arrested, like lock her up. She wants to go out and smoke cigarettes, and I was so like, and then I kept drinking as a child and all that stuff. But in and out of DUI, like I got charged when I was addicted to opiates when I was like 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, me too. So I did cold turkey. Like, I got really sick. I did it without anything. I don't do Suboxones. I don't take anything. It's been, my kid was born addicted. So it's been 13 years, no opiates.
So your kid was born addicted to what?
Yeah, I have 3 sons. I have a 20-year-old, a 13 and 14-year-old boy.
Wow.
And then the 16-year-old I just acquired.
How old were you when you had your first child?
19.
19. So
Yeah, so my mom still has my kids, even though I'm sober and stuff. She's had my kids for a long time, and she's really cool and she's a good mom, so it works. You know what I mean? We're like, it works.
Yeah. Damn, huh?
Yeah.
So,
but people lose their kids, and it breaks their hearts, and they become drug addicts more and shit like that. It goes down. It's not fun.
definitely. And that's it's like a cycle because when something like that happens, you lose your kids, and then you blame that for getting high, and then you're getting high and
getting high. The law getting high because you're a loser for doing all this stuff, and everybody hates you. It doesn't. Some people don't come out of it either. I'm learning.
Oh, I see that all the time, dude. Especially in Massachusetts, they take your kids easy out here, man. I mean, it's a lot different now than when I was a kid, but
yeah, they take it.
Yeah, so, what drugs did you start with? You said you got high, used drugs and stuff
So
like that.
I started with alcohol as a child, then I moved up to opiates in my right after I had a kid, like years old. I started doing blues, and then I switched to crack to get off the blues too. In and out of jail this whole time, different states all over. Right when I was in trouble, get crazy, and then I turned to meth when I got off the alcohol and the crack. I went to meth. And that's the worst thing in the world until I kidnapped an Uber driver with an axe. Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they gave me like 90 days. And I got out and I beat probation this time. This is the first time I ever completed probation. I've been on probation for 3 years now.
Wow.
And I got my license. I hadn't had my license for 10 years. Like life goes to shit when you do drugs. So yeah, I actually did come back. I have like a really good life right now.
Wow. So
let's
talk about this time where you kidnapped an Uber driver.
Yeah, he was so nice, so he didn't even want to charge me, but of course the state did because I did do that. So
Yeah.
I was high for like days worth of high because I didn't want to shoot. I never shot a drug.
Mm.
I didn't have a shot. So I ate on 8 Ball instead because the kid was trying to get me to shoot up and I didn't want to and he wouldn't give me a pipe. There's some people that try to make you shoot up, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I ate an 8 Ball and I started bugging out and my wires were crossed, obviously, and I thought I was getting kidnapped by the Uber driver. After I went to my sister's house, she tried to calm me down. I smoked a phone with her. I thought everybody was looking at me. I thought people were looking at me. It was horrible. It was the worst day of my life. So I was in the Uber to my mother's house. That I had an abusive boyfriend a long time ago, and he gave me an axe. Yo, you need this, a psychopath. You don't give a girl an axe. Hatchet. It was a hatchet. Okay. So I took an Uber, my sister's Uber. They all got banned from Uber. My whole family got banned after this. It was really the ripple effect, man. So I took the Uber to my mother's house, thinking I was getting kidnapped or my kid being. There was so much weird, crazy thoughts in my head, like a movie. I was seeing a movie though. I was watching a movie. So I jumped out of the Uber when I thought he missed the exit. I whipped my cell phone. I had a breathalyzer. I was on probation. I whipped the breathalyzer. I was done with technology. Okay, they were after me.
Wow.
So I jumped out the vehicle on the highway. I have a couple scars. It's
How fast are you going?
I try to still estimate to this day because he was slowing down. The estimate was 45. I had to be 45. I didn't get hurt. I just got cuts and bruises. I was in an outfit like this, little shorts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I tumbled, landed. I was all right. Got back up. I'm pretty tough, I guess.
Right.
And I didn't know what to do. I was I'm going to get arrested for that breathalyzer I just threw. And I started really freaking out. I'm like, no, now I'm going to jail because I just whipped the breathalyzer after I almost made it to the end of the, you know what I mean? I was like, that case was for punching my kid in the face, my son. Yeah. So it just is a whole, but the Uber driver, then I tried to get back in the car after I jumped out of the car and realized I can't go anywhere on the highway. And now the police are coming. So I got more scared. You're on meth. Meth's the worst. A lot of it. I should have died. I really thought my heart was going to, you know what I mean? I should have died this day. So the Uber driver's he doesn't know where he's going because I take his cell phone. This is equal to kidnapping. I threw his phone. Wow. Now he has no chance to call for help because I also have a weapon. And it's you know what I mean? I really didn't mean any of it. I apologize. I'm like, who did I kidnap? Did I let him go? So then I went to my mother's house with the axe. So after he drives me to the next exit, I jump in 3 more cars. I start bleeding because there's blood everywhere. I hit my mother's house with an axe. I started hammering her front window to get in because the door's locked. Yeah. So then I ditched my dogs with me. I had a dog. He's with my sister now because of this incident. So he was with me and he ran down the street. So I just left the dog. So my whole family hated me this day. And then I ended up breaking into a house the same night, my dead friend's house, and he's dead for 6 years. So the new people were pretty scared. I'm like, so all this happened and I went to jail during COVID. It was COVID. COVID changed my life. Too much for me. I was you know what I mean? I was freaking out.
So let's talk about what it was like. What was it like going to jail during COVID?
It sucked. You do 2 weeks Mando, and it's like starting in the hole. So you start off you get no contact with any people, and that's between you of the. I figured they're doing it to make it harder to get drugs in or something. I don't know, but it sucks.
Yeah. And so you stay in your cell. Do you have anything in your cell when they?
A book?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Wow.
You don't have anything. What do you mean? Yeah, no.
Yeah,
it's
you just get in, right?
You just get there. And so COVID was different. You didn't just toss in with the people. At least when you're tossing with people, you have fun. You can make it fun if you're a fun person.
Right.
So I always have a good time in jail. Not a good time, but I try to make it the best of what it is. And I try to say, don't come back here ever again because obviously your drug use got you here. Some people don't go to jail. Some people do. Yeah, once they get you, you're going to keep going. So it sucks.
I feel like the judge thinks that just because you've been there before, you can deal with it again.
And they have to fill numbers probably and shit. Because I always go, they don't give me bail. There's no, and I'm like, why? And it's a mess up. I think it's, and then sometimes I think it's saving me, but I'm like, why they save me, but not that person? Because sometimes it saves you too. So I don't know.
You were doing meth. Were you ever out on the Ave? Did you ever stay out on the Ave?
I was a bougier drug addict. I had an apartment and I would go there once in a while. But if you see those people, why would you want their drugs? Sorry, I went to Brockton, stuff like that. And boys always gave me free drugs. I had it easy. People gave me free drugs all the time. And that's horrible. That's terrible. Yeah, you're not my friend. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you a question that's personal, and you might take offense to it, but that's what
It's
this
like,
is all about, just asking the hard questions.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you ever have to sell your body or do anything
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
I was a pro. Awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm,
definitely. For a lot of years because of drugs. Yeah. Well, not even because of drugs, because of money and that lifestyle. Yeah,
mm.
yeah.
So what is it? I couldn't even ask the right question for that because I just don't know. But explain to me what the soul crushing feeling of probably doing that would feel like to somebody who doesn't know, who never had to sell their body or probably couldn't if they wanted to, but like
Some people
doesn't
can't do it. I don't know. That was like my career for a while, so I wasn't against it. I'm not like against that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. But 'cause I also think you're helping somebody at the same time. These poor men. You know what I mean?
right.
It's like if you do it right, it's okay, but it's not a good thing. It's not a good feeling later on. You're like, ew, I would let that person touch me. I would never do that sober or at the best part, like doing good in life. I would never do that. Like it makes you feel like I'm like, ew, why did that person have access to me like that? Like, who are you? Like, you fucking loser.
Right.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
ever
So,
had like have you ever had like a scary experience?
yeah, one time, only one time, the guy like tried to like do like crazy shit, like where he like change you up in or like tapes you, like duct tapes. But it got out of it. But yeah, only one scary one. That was only one. And then maybe like if a guy's high, you don't know what they're gonna do. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
he
Or
tried
like,
to duct tape you?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And another girl was coming in. He had extra girls. Like he was paying a lot of girls, but you had to make it through the night. I didn't make it through the night. I took off. I got scared. I was like fucking terrified. But I went back the next day and I did make up pay me. I got the money, but he was very scared. He
Yo.
cheated you, but he wanted to do you with a wooden like handmade machine tool thing. I don't know. He was scary, and he was a big time realtor in Boston. Like fuck you, dude. Horrible. Horrible person.
Was
That was
that
a
like
long time
his
ago.
was that like his fetish? Like why was he duct
He,
taping you?
he would like to drink late, like the second he got drunk. That's what I'm saying. Like he was like a realtor, like a. He tried to take me to Italy. I'm like, I don't want to go to Italy. You don't ever want to see you again.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no,
Right?
I have so many stories. Not funny.
Yo, the things you would do for the things people do for drugs. I mean,
But,
like,
or for like money to like, because you're in that life. Like you don't want to work. You're a drug addict. You can't work. Do
right.
anything. You're on drugs. You need to be high and like, you know what I mean? But it was also hard to do that high because if you're high, I'm a paranoid high, so I'm not meeting people high and like trying to talk to you. Like I can't speak when I'm high. I can't talk.
To be honest, when I did meth, right, I thought people were poisoning me.
They
They were
are.
coming to
They
get me. The
are.
cops, the next step was the cops are booting the door in. Like
And you've
I'm
been to jail, so you have that extra click of paranoia in your brain, so that everything bad is happening. Like the feds are coming in with helicopters. I really used to think that. I used to hear them, and
yeah.
I'd be like, "Who has drugs on them? Because they're coming," and crazy stuff. Like, yeah, people
Yeah.
are
It's so nuts, isn't it? Like
yeah,
then
it's not a fun
I,
drug.
I didn't even like doing it, but then I'd still do it. Like it was
That's
like
how I am. Okay, so some of my friends love it. They say they love it, and they still do it to this day. I hated it. I don't know why I even pick up the pipe and do it. Because the second I do it, I hate myself. I think of all the bad things that I've gone through, and it brings back. It's like an Adderall does that to me too. I don't like any like mental. Not
yeah,
cool.
to be honest, even weed lately is kind of making me
I
think
like
a
weed.
little bit too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like weed.
So, um, let me ask you about your history with incarceration as an adult. Did you ever been locked up as an adult? I mean, you already said you
Yeah, yeah,
did,
yeah.
but like,
So I haven't been in jail in like since 2020 now.
mm,
It went by quick. I actually completed probation because I got the biggest contact I ever met in my life, and she told me I couldn't do it. I was like, whoa, but that changed my life because she did say you can't do it, and I was like, fuck this bitch. I mean, and now we're friends. We're cool. I still text her, and I'm like, thank you, you saved my life. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but I smoke weed. I do smoke weed. I'm like that girl that's like whatever that. Like they don't like me. I'm that girl. I tell them I'm like fuck you. I need it. I don't care what you say. I got a medical card and it's cool. I don't know, but
Mm.
whatever.
How much did the medical card cost you?
It's worth it. You get so many discounts at all the dispensaries. It's so worth it. Like 150,
150.
and
I
then
might have to
100.
look
I did 150 1 year, and then I let it go, and I like see what the difference, and then I did it again. It's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it. You
So-
can get discounts. You can get like you go to new dispensaries and give you 3 discounts for the first 3. It's worth it.
So how long have you spent as an adult behind the wall?
I've gotten a 9-month bid, And then I've done all little baby bits. Just like I would get out. I would get a trick lawyer to get me out. Okay, like that's why I'm like I'm not against that life. I'm just not in it like that. Like,
Yeah. So how long have you been clean and sober now?
5 years since the kidnapping and the Uber drive. Which I'm not gonna lie, I messed up a couple times. I didn't like it, and it was more relapse or anything like that. I have a 3-bedroom apartment, 2 cars. I got an Audi. Like what?
Yeah, that's nice, man. What do you
Yeah,
do for
I'm like,
work?
nothing really. I don't
Nothing.
know. I don't know, man. I don't know
So
yet.
the
I have an
co-host position
OnlyFans.
isn't
I'm not
open.
gonna lie. I have an OnlyFans. That's been
Do
holding
you?
it down. I worked at Bertucci's for like a long time, and now they're gone. And I'm like, oh, they're like, you
Yo, I
left. I'm
love
like,
Bertucci's.
yeah, well, there's only like 2 open now somewhere. I don't know. They
Really?
shut down
Why?
Braintree. Yeah, so they shut them all down. But I think West
What?
Roxbury is open. Yeah,
That's
so I worked there
bullshit.
for a long time. Yeah, I make pizzas. I'm a pizza girl, and then I do weird jobs like I'll clean your house. Like people hit me up yesterday. Saturday. I felt so proud of myself. I worked at the polo match of my first
Yeah.
polo match. I just got my
Yeah.
bartender license again, so I signed up for like people hit me up for random shit, and I did a polo match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you said you make OnlyFans, huh?
yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
how'd you get into doing all that? You just
Because I was a hooker. Like, so I call it
Yeah.
retired because, like, whatever. People like my pictures, anyways. And my
Yeah.
Instagram has 76,000 photos. I can't stop taking pictures. So even like people think I have money and stuff. I don't even know how I live. Like, I go to Katy Perry. I do all this stuff. I don't know how it happens, but like, I have an interesting life. It's pretty fun. I just went to like what other concert days? I saw the Locks. They were pretty good.
Yeah, the Locks.
I
I
saw
remember that.
Locks. I saw Wu-Tang. I went to that too.
What? Wu-Tang
Yeah.
Clan ain't nothing to
Cool.
fuck with.
I don't even know these guys, but I was a good that I was like the clan is the people. It was fun. It was fun. So, yeah, but I'm the oldest of 8 kids. There's 8 kids in my family.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
there's 5 sexy girls. There's 5 of us. I always say we're better than the Kardashians because we're like real. You know what I mean?
yeah, the real
But yeah,
content.
the birds.
Yeah. So, damn, huh? You have an interesting life. It seems like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, anyways. Going to concerts.
Yeah.
I've never even been to a concert. I
You
I
have to
can't
go
wait.
to a concert, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't go till I got sober, and I was so mad that I was wasting my life smoking meth in a bathroom, being crazy in my brain. Then like missing like on like we rent pools, like I don't know, we do fun shit now. I'm like, it's so fun, like whatever, it's cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I
Have
got
you ever
invited on a podcast this Saturday or the 30th. I penciled it, I wrote it on the calendar. This chick on in recovery asked me to go, and I said yeah.
What was the name of the podcast?
She just started it. I don't even know. I just looked at it. Earlier. I don't remember. I don't know. It's somewhere in the North Shore, Revere Beach, or something. But
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Did they have
Make
like
it
a little
recovery.
setup?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go. I don't know yet. I think she just started. And I was like, why does she want me? But cool, I'll go.
Right. Yeah, spontaneous stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the best
that's
thing.
what I do. I just do random shit. Like I'm not even kidding. Like somebody asked me to clean their pool last week for $200. I go, I'll clean your pool for 200. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, word, right?
Yeah. I just got a
You did
puppy.
this.
I got a puppy. So I feel like it's the first dog I loved. I feel bad for my last dog. The one that was in the Uber incident. He's 10 now, but I dragged him around with me while I was getting high for all those years. Like, so my sister has the dog. She's like very like get away from us, like you know what I mean. But I got a new puppy, and I'm like, oh my god, I was so bad to my last dog because I was so like meth is the worst drug ever, and they say only 1% doesn't like go back. I definitely lost my teeth. I had to get my teeth redone, like fixed and shit. Like they break crazy. Yeah, so yeah, it wasn't a good.
How long did you do meth for?
Like I based on the dog's life, so like it was like 6 years.
6 years is a long time.
Yeah, and I didn't run on the app because my best friend does, and I think that's so dirty. You know what I mean? It gets progressively like that's the one I have her kid now, and we think she's in a tent and stuff. She left the kid with a $1,700 light bill and an empty apartment. It's really bad.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, my best friend's like a mass haver.
That's sad, dude. That is sad.
And like, if you really love somebody and care about them, you don't ditch them in life. If you really, really, you know what I mean? I keep trying. It's just she's missing right now. So yeah.
That's insane. I was thinking about doing a thing where, and I might have you come if you're gonna be my co-host and shit.
Yeah.
So I was gonna go out on the Ave for a whole night, spend a whole night out there with the camera set up and a little crew of people and shit.
It's not scary if you're like down with them, like you know what I'm saying. But like, because they are people. So I have my boyfriend is an iron worker. His best friend's out there with no fingers. Okay, he's on the cover of the fucking Herald this week, and I didn't even. I just kept scrolling when I saw the article. He's like, "That's him," and I'm like, but he's like, he lost his fingers in a dumpster. They cut them all. Like, how far can you keep going doing drugs? Like, so I got my girl is all fucked up out there, and I got one, and I keep trying to pull them out of there. I sectioned her. She got 65 days. I sectioned her. It was so scary watching her get arrested. I never go to this girl's house, and I'm sitting in the corner, and I'm like completely a different lifestyle than her. She's like, "Why are you here?" And I'm like, so they sectioned her, they arrested her. I sounded like a rat in the courtroom because I told them everything about this girl's life just so they would keep her, because I was like, she can't get out of this. She's a drug dealer. You know what I mean? But they kept her 65 days. 65 days. She started talking. I'm like, oh my God, you're in there. Like, she doesn't, like, you know what I mean? It's sad. She doesn't look good anymore, and I'm trying to help her, and she's not listening to me. You can't save them. It's sad. It sucks. I'm getting
you know what's crazy is all those girls that used to be super beautiful, they go out there and
down there that you can tell they just go. I drive by there like as a piece of my recovery. I always drive by there. I look for somebody, or I don't, or I say whatever they're on. You do not want look at them, like you know what I mean. But whatever. Yeah, they used to be beautiful. Some still are. Some just need to go to the dentist. It's not that hard to get your life together. I swear to God, it's like work, and you just gotta like not talk. You have to drop everybody.
Yeah.
You've been to jail.
Man, I spent 17 years in prison. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sucks. That's really bad.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like really bad. Yeah, you wouldn't even want to do anything bad because that extra click in your brain. Like, so I don't ever want to go back to anything like that. I can't take a hit of crack. I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. Yeah.
You know, to be honest, for me, what keeps me sober the most is that I know that if I do that, I have a life sentence hanging over my head.
Yeah.
So if I get high, I feel that dirty. There you go. I kiss my ass goodbye.
Like, I almost killed that guy in the Uber. I could have just, I had it in my hand. I was like, yo, drive the fucking car. And I threw it, you know what I mean? But I still think about it. I'm like, oh my God, if I thought he was going to hurt me, I would have killed him. Like, because I was not all right. Like, yeah, that's what we're talking
coming from where you are now, and then like looking back at that situation.
I do look back at pictures. Like, so I took pictures. I always take pictures, but they're terrible.
You have pictures of it?
Well, not of that day. I have like up to that day, and maybe like the mirror shot when I left that morning. But like I was 95 pounds, soaking wet, disgusting. Like not a good no. Wow. Yeah, no. I changed my life a lot.
Do you believe in destiny? Do you believe in fate and shit like that?
No, I don't know. I believe in all that stuff, but like I don't know. It's all your own fault.
I feel like I do, man. I feel like I can't help it because like. Even just bumping into your profile this morning and being like, you know what, I think like, because I was looking for people in recovery and things that, you know, people that I could definitely
go down rabbit holes. Yeah. So I believe to a point. Like I think God works through people and things happen for a reason. Like even like I sectioned that girl. I have her kid now. I didn't expect that. I have her child. She's at work. She's got a scooter. She's like starting to drink. She was like got 2 fake IDs. Mom gave her a bottle. I'm gonna beat my best friend's ass. But like she's like, you saved my life, and I'm like, okay, cool. At least I got a little, like, you know what I mean? Whatever. Wow. Yeah, I'm helping a kid right now, and I want to kill her mother. It's so sad.
Yo, you're funny.
Yeah.
So I feel like I can't help but to believe in fate and destiny because just things happen too perfectly sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah, but. Let me play this video, right? I have a video of, let me tell you the scenario first. I'll tell you the story, what happened, so that you can be a little hip to what I'm about to talk to about. So I was in prison. I was in N2. It's a block up in Sousa Baranowski. It's the maximum security in Massachusetts. And
where is it? What town? What city is this?
Shirley, Massachusetts.
Shirley?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, they know you. I know where that is. Right.
Yeah, Shirley Max. It's basically it's the only prison that in Massachusetts that's on the news all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see with the stabbings and shit. But so I was sending my friend a piece of Suboxone, and I caught this kid stealing it. So he was in a gang. He was a Latin king, so I wiped him down, right? But I had to go get permission from all his friends first. You know, it was
crazy like that. Yeah. See, there's like the politics. I was just like the girl asking.
Yep, heavy politics in there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And at first they're trying not to let it happen. You know, we'll take care of it. We'll pay you double or triple, and we'll do it for you and let you watch. But I'm like, nah, nah, nah. This is, you know, I'm a man. This dude stole from me. He needs to handle. We need to do this, me and him. You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah.
you know, long story short, we made it happen. I ended up getting him on the rec deck. I wiped him down. He ended up going out to the hospital and all that shit, right?
Okay.
So
You go to the
fast forward.
hole. Did you go to the hole?
Oh yeah, I went to the
I've been
box.
to the hole every time I go to jail, and it's not fun as well. I didn't know there was jail inside of jail.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. We're gonna get
Yeah.
into, I want to talk about what you went to the hole for after I tell you this story too. And we'll play. I got a video to play because I have an actual video of this kid getting shot by the police. I'm gonna play it in a second.
Wait,
Yeah,
after
yeah. So this is nothing to do with me, right? So
same
he
kid that
gets,
you beat up?
yup, same kid. So
So
he
he's a
gets
punk.
out of prison.
Punk.
Yup.
All right.
Yeah. So he gets out of prison and he's out there in Connecticut or something. I guess he was a suspect in a robbery. Cops pulled up to him at a gas station and were like, hey, you know, put your hands up. We're going to arrest you type of thing. And then he tried to take off. They tase him. He rips the taser things out, keeps going, pulls a revolver, whatever. I'm going to play the video real quick and I'll let you guys see this shit. Hold up. Boom, right here. Hold up. All right. This is it.
Hey, come here. No, don't hold on. Come here.
He said, no, don't hold on.
Put your hands on the car.
What happened, bro?
You got your license on you, bud?
No.
All right. Go ahead. Put your hands behind your back.
You can tell he was shook.
You can't do that.
Hold on.
He had a face down.
Taser, taser, taser.
He said, all right.
Yeah, it hurts, motherfucker. I never been tased. Thank God.
Trooper running.
I'm glad I've never been tased
I've
either.
never
Oh,
been
that
tased.
car
I'm
hit
like,
him.
maybe by like a little guy, like the gas people have a one on your ass. You know?
See him? He pulled a revolver out of his sock and then they just popped.
Shot fired. Troop shot
Oh, they
fired.
fucking
Shot
shot him?
fired.
Yeah, look, you watch.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
watch
gun.
this. Yeah, watch this.
On the ground, dude.
You see him reaching in his sock? He wasn't trying to go back. Boom. That's him. Hold that.
Yeah, he doesn't die.
Shot fired.
Nah, I don't think so.
Shot fired.
Idiot.
Oh, no. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going back to jail.
Yeah. I mean, that shit was pretty crazy to me. I somebody sent me that video on TikTok this morning. Was like, hey, bro, you remember Pongo? Because I beat him up and shit.
That's
And,
hilarious.
yeah, I was like, damn.
Yeah, the first time I went to the hole was in Framingham. I did 9 months because I was on opiates and I robbed my boss. I took a lot of money, like got in big trouble from a vet's office. That was my first opiates. Okay. So like that one, like, some bitch, she was like a black chick, told me to call her daddy. She was older, she was a crackhead, and she told me to iron her pants. So I was like, I don't know, some girls like just fight her. And I was stupid. I was 20. I beat her up, right? So that I go to the hole. There's another one. And then the last time in 2020, like for that, well, no, then I got arrested. The worst time I got arrested was in Georgia. I got arrested in Georgia.
I've been arrested in Georgia too.
They're the
Word,
worst.
yeah.
They, Camden County, it was like living in a fucking, it wasn't like, it was not even developed. It was like, makes Boston look like hotels. I was really scared. The CEOs were very inappropriate. The whole night, like, it was horrible. I did not like it. But I was in a stolen car that I did not want to be in, and I should have said he kidnapped me. But he said, if you fucking say that, I'll kill you. You know what I mean? But I was not supposed to be in this car, but they threw me on the ground, they arrested me, and they put me in Georgia jail, and all the girls, when they wanted to beat me up. So I said, bring it, right? Like, I don't give a fuck, let's go. And like,
Why'd they want to beat you up?
because I was from up north. I don't know. They were all down south girls. They were just like, who the fuck do you think you are? I'm like, I'm not talking to you. So they just try to beat me up. But the CEOs were like, they're not in the areas that you're in. You're in there. You know what I mean? You ever see like on those shows when you're in the pit or whatever? Like there's no CEOs. They watch the camera. So if a fight goes down, you're dead. They said, and they put me in PC. That time was that whole time. I didn't fight. I just was about to. And then the last time I hit a pregnant girl with a food tray. in South Bay.
Damn.
Yeah, she started talking about my pussy. I was like,
Oh.
what? Yeah, and I get mad. I cry in the hole, though. I start crying, and I act like a baby, and I'm like begging them, like, yeah, it's not fun. Then you have to rethink your whole life. You have to think about your whole life. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I in this box right now? Yeah, and they cuff you to the phone, to the showers. Yeah.
They cuff you to the phone in the shower?
When you're in the hole? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm like, oh, it's way worse than being in regular jail. Now you're in real jail. It feels like you're really like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not fun.
And did you go to the hole when you were in did you go to the hole when you were in in Georgia?
It was the hole. When they PC you, it's the hole. You're just sitting in the fucking, it's by yourself. But there was dudes in there. There were guys that were doing the cleaning thing. I was getting nothing, and they would give me a pen. So if I did anything for them, like I was trying to like hustle the fucking working dudes in the jail, they weren't giving shit. Like, here's a pen. I'm like, a pen? Starving. Fuck. Yeah, the food down there was disgusting too. They had like grits for the jail food in the South is not the same. It's disgusting. The worst. So my sister got me out on that one though, because they were holding me for $25,000 bail, something crazy.
Yeah. Did you get the bail bondsman?
Yeah. Yep, he looked like he had a seizure the night before, and he was drunk. I don't know. He was really old and decrepit. And my sister's like, "You want me to send this guy $2,600 to get like, you know what I mean? You need 10%." Yeah, but I felt like God was in the room. The lawyer of the day finally saw me one weekend, 7 days. I spent 7 days in that jail. So the lawyer seen me, and I was really 7 days in that secluded. Like I made it only one day on the floor, and then they stuck me in here for 7 days and told me like, "You're not going back out there." I was like, "Oh man." But I wanted to fight the biggest black girl in there. I was like, I'm going to tackle her like a football player right now. I'm getting like, you know what I mean? That's what happened. So, but the lawyer,
Did you fight her?
No, they broke it up. They all started to like come beat my ass, and they came in. Like they come in. I was like, oh, they're saving my life right now. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna get killed. Yeah,
So they
no, I would
jumped
have
you?
ran. I would have ran. Like I'm like, if somebody's gonna really beat me up, I'm gonna run, and I'll make it wicked funny. I'll be like, damn, I'm out of here. Fuck you. Yeah, no, you're gonna catch me either. I'm not gonna get beat up. So, yeah, that wasn't fun. But I got bailed out on the 7th day. The lawyer of the day took me in his office, and we were having a good time. He was talking to me for like an hour and a half. He was in the other COs were getting mad, like, "Yo, get this girl out of here! What the fuck?" And I'm like, "I didn't do nothing. I want to get out of jail. They don't let you bail out, none of that shit." So, what did they do? So right as the lawyer's talking to me, my sister bailed me out. The guy's like, "Yo, you just made bail." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" But they left me. So the police in Georgia, I'm like, I don't know why you guys. I'm from Boston. Like, you got me down here. I'm coming back from Florida. Like, you assholes. It wasn't my car. My car's over here. Something like that. Yeah. Whatever. So they dropped me off at a truck stop, and I got high though. That time I got high right after I got out, and it made it way worse. I got dropped off to a truck stop, and the guy's like, "Get in!" I'm like, that immediately took a hit, and I ran down the road again. I'm like, "You gotta go!" Scared to death. So the South, it got worse. So that is the worst time of my life for like that using. So I end up with gypsies. All right, and I end up with a crew of gypsies because of the boy that stole the car. It's all good, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I kind of trusted them, but my sister didn't like it. She said, "No, get on the next plane." I was drinking and using meth at that time, back in those days. So I got drunk at the airport. I got arrested for having one hit of a one-hit weed pipe. So I got out of Georgia jail, and they arrested me in South Carolina, okay, at the airport, and banned me from the airlines for a one hit of no weed in the pipe. That's all. So, yeah, I spent so they held me for another day. So I got arrested twice in the South, Rhode Island. I've been to all the jails. Yeah, not fun. But only all little tiny bits, like little timeouts, they call them. And then I try to change, and then I'll try to work on myself. I'm like, oh, something's wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So how long you said you got sober? What's your sober date now? 5 years ago.
So I go at 2020. I went to jail in 2020, the end of 2020.
And you got sober after you went to jail?
Yeah, I went to I did a sober house. To get out of jail, I had a lawyer, and he was like, he's in sobriety for 25 years. So he did my thing for free, and he was begging the court, please let her out. Like, and I had to sign. I tried to go to a fake sober house, but I went to a real one instead. Some girl in jail. I still tell her she helped me so much to this day. She gave me a sober house in Quincy. And that was like, they make you get a job. I'm like, I'm not getting a job. Right, even before I got there. But I went to the sober house in Quincy. Her name's Mel. All the girls were really cool. It was a nice house. It was pretty, and they didn't have rules. I thought that was so much better. They
Yeah.
let you go out 4 to 5 nights a week as long as you told them where you're going and you passed your drug test and you had a job and you did what I thought and you did your chore. I thought that was so cool and paid your rent. So I was
Yeah.
living in a sober house where I didn't have to be like, I was like, oh, there's not. I thought that was amazing. Like everybody's like, oh, she's strict. I'm like, there's no rules if you do what you're supposed to. And if you can't do a fucking chore, you're a chump, dude. Like go shoot meth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But yeah, it helps. It helps. I did 6
Yeah.
months and I finished it.
So
then
what was
Yeah.
Rhode Island? What was Rhode Island jail like?
They're cool. They send you to the hospital before they put you in jail. I think that's nice. They give you a chance.
Like what?
Yeah. They arrest you and then they bring you to they bring you to the jail, but then they bring you to the hospital and release you from the hospital. It's very weird. It happened to me twice. Even the other day, the cops came to my house the other day. Okay, they are all the time. This is great. So I'm sober, and my boyfriend's boy shows up. Okay, and I'm like, what the fuck? I open the door, and the boyfriend looks wicked mad already. He's like, I open the door, and he's with 2 of his friends, and he looks heated. And I'm like, oh great, I'll let them in. I can tell this kid's drunk. He's like, yo, what up, Burke? And I'm like, no. He's like, touch me. I'm like, get your friend away from me. Like, I don't. So then he starts making out with my dog. This just happened last week. This is
Wait, with your what?
my puppy. He started making out.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. So I get really upset because I'm like, this is my brand new baby. Like, I'm obsessed with this dog right now. So he's on the floor rolling around making out my dog. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go in my room and I try to stay away from these people right now because the boyfriend's making dinner. The other friend goes for a motorcycle ride because he can't handle it. He's like, I'm out. These are iron workers. 3 fucking iron workers.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's a jerk because he starts. I hear my dog squealing and screaming, and I keep hearing my boyfriend repeatedly tell this kid, "Stop it!" Or like he's continuously. I'm like, I can hear him getting madder and madder. So I come out there. If I get worked up, you don't want me coming in the room screaming or fucking yelling. I'm like, what the fuck? Like psycho bitch comes out, right? The kid's like salted. I grab the dog. I'm like, leave my dog alone. Stop it. And then the boyfriend starts screaming because I'm screaming. So there's 3 people screaming. So now I'm like, whatever. It gets worse. Okay, so I go in my bedroom, I shut my bedroom door, and I'm like, I'm gonna sit here and I started doing a class. It was so bad. I started doing my liquor license online. This is how I got that other job. So I was like, this is how this started. I was like, I gotta do something right now. I'm so mad. I'm like, I'm better than you guys. I'm doing school. You know what I mean? So I passed with an 85 and I got that. That's awesome, right? But I look out my window, the shades are open. I live in Central Falls, okay? It's kind of hood, but everybody likes me because I'm cool, right? I have no problems with anybody, ever. I look out the window, there's 3 black boys in their 20s. They're always there. 3 of them. They say hi, they're nice, they smoke weed, they're cool. They're in their 20s, they play basketball, okay? Sitting there playing ball, drinking their little L, whatever they do out there, none of my business.
Yeah.
What do I see? What do I see? I see 3 boys go. One boy go like this, boom, and an iron worker laid out on the fucking ground, bleeding now. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now his friend's getting beat up outside. Okay, so I go out front and pick him up off the ground. He's like blaming me. Like, you went out to get a smoke a cigarette and you started talking shit to them and they beat you up. That's how. And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, so I'm gonna get him the fuck out of here. So then the black guys pull out knives to stab me because I'm 2 out of 3. It's so crazy. I go, I'm clean. Like, I don't need this shit. So I'm like, I've never had a fight with my neighbor. I don't talk to my neighbors. There's nothing going on here. Like, so like I'm like, yo, no, what the fuck? Because they see the boyfriend coming out the house, so they're scared of him. The 2 of them pull. I'm like, stop! Everybody got the shit. So I felt like I had to go apologize to Big Mama. Some SUV rolled up 10 seconds later to kill all of us. I'm like, so I ran in my bedroom, called my mom. She said, call the cops. Because I didn't know. I was like, I'm going to fucking kill this kid. There's blood on I just Swiffered my floors. There's blood everywhere coming out of his nose. I give him a baby wipe. I went to go give him a baby wipe for his little nose. He throws it in my face. He said, fuck you. I was like, you're out of here. You're not going to bleed in my car either. So the cops came, and it took like 9 cops. They were trying to calm him down. He was talking mad shit to them too. And the next day, we found his keys, and he still hasn't retrieved his keys or answered the phone, and nobody knows right? But like, whatever. I was like, yo, that kid needs help.
Yo, dude, I hate belligerent drunks. They're the fucking worst.
I was like, is that what I used to act like? Because I was really a drunk for a lot of years. Like like in between the meth, because meth, you have to come off meth sometimes. You can't just keep doing it. You know what I mean? I was like, you'd be really ugly if you do that. So like, I would do the booze and the meth, like whatever. But I was like, is that how I acted? Because I did punch people in the face all the time. I started getting crazy. I was like, dude, I don't want to drink. And now I got 3 bottles of booze in my fridge because of the booze thing I did. They gave me bottles, and that kid left a bottle, but nobody drinks in this one. So so I was like, I go, why would I ever do that? So
Yeah. Hey, so it's 45 minutes is when I'm gonna terminate this. We're 44 minutes. We're pretty much done. I should have let you know a little bit. So I appreciate you for doing this, and I think that this will be a good match. I don't even know if I'm gonna do more. You know what I mean? I think that me and you vibe pretty well.
And I do mad shit. I don't know how, but I do a lot of stuff for fun, and then I don't know. So you gotta go to a concert though.
Yeah. So I think I have my morning co-host. We're gonna have to work out the kinks, the money, the time, all that stuff like that. But we could talk about that personally, and then
cool.
But I appreciate you for doing this.
So that's like awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So I appreciate everybody for showing up today. Please hit the like button, and please encourage other people to become members to the channel so they can.
I can do that. I can share it on my page. Everybody does watch me, even if they pretend they don't. Mad haters, what up?
Yeah, right?
All right, and then you just end it and it goes away?
Yes, ma'am. So,
all right, text me.
Yeah, I will. I appreciate everybody once again. I'm going to take off and get this. I got a few videos. Let me just update you on what I'm doing right now. So I got a video I'm going to be dropping this week. That's Chad Connor's girlfriend, and she is a great talker, just like my little co-host that I got going on here. And we're going to probably do another video with her and get some more information from Chad, because there's things going on with him. But I appreciate everybody showing up again, and it was fun. Definitely a fun morning. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
W number. Ow!
Right.